I served 20 years, 6 months, and 25 days in prison. I am 92 days out today. I was released April 24th of this year. This right here, I carried before. Let me start here. I've had this card. I don't know if you can see it. From the time I went in, it was a card that was gifted to me. I was a choir director at the county prison. And what it depicts is a young boy. His arms are up, and there's a dove. It's a sign of freedom. I get emotional, so pardon me.
It's okay.
I couldn't say it out loud before, but I was a child that was subjected to a lot of abuse. Foster homes, my mother was diseased with alcoholism and subjected me to a life that no child should live. So this right here was the first sign that I had to heal that little boy in me before I could move forward. We all have traumas. Men don't say it out loud, especially men of color. It's up we're tall. You don't cry. That's not true. We're emotional beings. So this was my starting point. This is a prayer book that I've kept in my pocket my entire incarceration. And inside the prayer book are pictures of my loved ones that I kept with me in my pocket because it always reminded me I had to get through here because there were other people on the other side waiting for me. So that stopped me from getting into the nonsense of prison. So now I'll begin. So I started again with song. And the word in Yahweh Apa means, O thou glory of glory. It's a reference to God. I'm a Baha'i. I believe one God, one people, one planet. We're all from the same source, no matter race, creed, gender, whatever. We're all the same. Man makes distinction with division and things like that. That's in us. We're created noble beings from God. No one defines that God is ultimate. I'll begin here with the prayer I start my day with, and prayers that I used to sing to myself in prison to get me through the day. O Lord my God, open thou the doors, prepare the means, make safe the path, and guide the way. For verily thou art the help in peril, self-subsisting Yahweh Apa. And as you know, in the fields we used to sing the song, wade in the waters, wade in the waters, children, wade in the waters. God is going to steal those troubled waters. And we've had some waters. And for results, it depends on the means. So if you don't have things to succeed, how do we expect you to succeed? They invest in recidivism and not in your reentry into society. So you have to invest in yourself. I tell everyone that made it on the other side of that, and there's a lot of great men still behind that wall. It's a comma in your life. It doesn't define who you are. You can move on and press forward, but you gotta begin within. It's not contingent on anyone else loving you. You gotta love yourself first. Then you can love. But you gotta understand what love is. It's not that fairy tale thing that you see on movies all the time. You have your own love. God gave you your first deposit of love when He created you. That's the only thing we take when we exit this physical plane. I don't care what you acquire in this life. They don't put your house, your car, your boat, your nothing in there but you. But the love that brought us here is what we exit with. So that's our tool. It's not ours to keep. Forgiveness and love belongs to God. Who are we not to forgive and love others? That's the grace. Don't hold on to it. Kindness is something we all have. You can impart on anyone, especially those that you may be at odds with. It breaks down, it disarms them. People are ready for confrontation, and we're ready to go right back at them. Put a little kindness in there. Watch what happens. It's hard, because ego comes in and tells you different. Oh, I gotta do this, no. Love, be kind. Which brings me to, again, prison. It's steel. Everything in prison is steel. The beds, the chairs, the everything. Hard. I needed a soft place to land after that. Coming to society after just being in such a place. And I stumbled across a flyer. And the kindness, the softness, the place I needed to land happened to be right in here. Miss Wendy's kindness. I'm 61 years old, and I felt like a little boy. Because I needed that warmth to come back into society where it's so hard. It's hard to get another start. But her kindness, her investment, and believing in this class of us, you gotta give it back. We're here to serve. She serves. And it's encouraged me, it's inspired me to go and do and be the best I can be. Because those are deposits we need. That's what we need. In this place, these are new tools to go out and navigate that rough connect. But you have it. Every one of you have it. So just take that, whatever you're met with, and just know you can endure. And when it gets tough, again, I'm a man of prayer. So when the world beats me up, I know I gotta get out there and start again. Get 92 days out after 20 years. I pray. This book is also a prayer book I've had for 20 years. I got a brand new one, but I just can't put this down because this is my grace that got me through. And I want to share this prayer, one that I start when I go on to take out the world. It says, "Oh God, refresh and gladden my spirit, purify my heart, illumine my powers. I lay all my affairs in thy hand. Thou art my guide and my refuge. I will no longer be sorrowful and grieved. I will be a happy and joyful being. O God, I will no longer be full of anxiety, nor will I let trouble harass me. I will not dwell on the unpleasant things of life. O God, thou art more friend to me than I am to myself. I dedicate myself to thee, O Lord." And that's again my charge to serve. And that's my purpose, to serve. What I experienced in prison wasn't for me because I didn't do it. I had to die that day. God put me on my knees. He granted me forgiveness and mercy. I forgave myself. And I loved my way through it. And there was challenges all day, every day. I never slept a day in prison. 20 years, 6 months, 25 days, 11 hours. Didn't sleep because you were always on something. But I loved my way through it. I loved me enough to endure. As I get ready to close this, again, the noble being that God created you to be, remember, no matter what you face. I'm going to share this just before I'll wrap it up. A week ago, my sister and I was at Enterprise to drop off a car. And there was a homeless man sitting there, Caucasian man. And I went and I approached him and said, "Excuse me." I tried to give him some money. He kept his head down, he didn't say a word. I said, "Excuse me, sir." He just kept his head down. I asked one more time, and he said, "F you and bomb." And I felt so much mercy for that man in the midst of that. Because there's something in this world that has his heart so hard that someone extending a hand, that hatred, and what it didn't make me upset. It charged me to serve more. It charged me to serve more. And so again, it's not what they call you, it's not what you answer to, and you're noble. God made you that way. So you take on every door that's closed in your face. There's gonna be one open. I'm still unemployed. And every day I go out there, I push, I grind, I push, and I serve. No matter what. You have it in you. Our first fight was getting to the egg. We beat millions and millions of eggs here. Here we all sit. Remember your nobility. It's not in the things you wear, it's not the car you drive, it's nothing. It's the deposit that God made. So I'm gonna close this now with this nobility that Baha'u'llah talks about. He says, "O son of spirit, noble have I created thee, that thou hast abased thyself. Rise then unto that for which thou wast created." So he's charging you to rise. Be that noble being that you were made to be. these platforms that allows you to add another tool to navigate through this life, take full advantage of it. Be encouraged. Everything you got in that classroom, you're here. Captain Gown. Utilize it. You're worthy. You're worthy of life, the life you choose to lead. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Just love. And I say to you, my brothers and sisters and everyone in this room, I love you and I thank you. God bless you all.